Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jenga Njeru. Now, today we have the Matchmaker show, and you understand the protocol here. Any other time we have a man on board, the man must be looking for a woman. In the same way, when we have a woman on board, that woman must be looking for a man. Today we are having a man, and I'll be telling you the kind of woman he is looking for. But before then, if you're watching us for the first time, this is the Matchmaker show. We help men and women to get matches. And the moment they get the right ones, they meet their destinies. So you're not lost. If you're new to the show, subscribe, like the video, and don't forget to leave a comment. Also, the contact of our guest will be on my Facebook page at Jenga Njeru. So you can follow Jenga Njeru on Facebook and you'll be getting these updates in real time. Our guest on today's show is Mr. Wambua, Enos Wambua, who is single and searching. At the age of 58, you could be asking yourself, why is he single? What kind of a woman is he looking for? And things like that. As a matter of fact, the moment we begin to answer those questions, that is the moment you either begin to develop interest or lack of it in the candidate. Mr. Wambua is an officially divorced man. That is why he is single. And the story dates back in 2012 when his wife went to the US, but they had already had very rocky marriage. They had a very shaky marriage, and the wife was planning to travel without his consent. The wife was planning to travel without consent. In most cases, people who don't understand how life works, especially marriage life, experience what we call the middle life crisis, the middle age crisis. That middle life crisis can be very dangerous because you look at yourself and you ask yourself, I'm almost 50 or I am 50 and looks like I don't have direction or looks like I have not done the very best I could have. So people start getting crisis, they start questioning their choice of career, they reflect back and they feel like they wasted time or they made the wrong decisions. Because you see, the age between 0 and or 1 and 50 is that age where you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of flexibility. Life allows you to, dig deep, dive deep. Life allows you to make a lot of mistakes and you can also correct them. But after that, you have to be very careful because there's no much energy left as compared to the first half. And therefore, at least from 0 to 50, most people are like, this is now middle life. If you don't have direction or if you feel like there is something you could have achieved and you still want to achieve, it is so much relies or depends on the kind of partner you have. If that partner is not supportive, you will experience middle life crisis and they are likely to leave when you need them the most. So Mr. Wambua was in a career crisis and he wanted to do something meaningful with his life. You see, when at the age of 48, that is at the age of 45, after 45, he started realizing that devolution could give him opportunities. You know, the 2010 constitution, the promulgation of the constitution of Kenya, 2010, I don't know whether I have that constitution here. Yes, I do. This one, the promulgation of the constitution of Kenya 2010 gave us a devolved function of government. Devolution is where we share power from the national government to the county governments, borrowed from the US system of government, where the federal government shares power or transfer power from the federal government now to the state governments. In Kenya, it is from the national government to the county governments. So he wanted to be a contractor, unlike what he had been doing because he was a career plumber. Being a career plumber, he was getting gigs here and there, you see, getting gigs here and there, but not satisfactory. You are able to take your children through school. And so he decided that he was going to change lanes. You see, one way of changing lanes is taking risks. And when he took that risk, the wife could not stomach it. So when the wife could not stomach it, she decided to leave. So Mr. Wambua was left alone. The wife schemed and went to the US. He says that the divorce is official because they filed the papers. There are no entanglements, no strings attached. They are 3 grown children now ready. And as a matter of fact, he now lives with the grandson. Anaishi na mtoto ni mjukuu, the grandson of the first daughter. So very good buddies. And now His things worked out, and as we speak right now, he's a businessman. He is a developer in or along Kangundo Road. So he is a developer, a property developer. And then when he got those contracts, he was able to revive his plumbing farm. You see, when you have a lot of money and influence, at some point you're able to revive businesses and get favors. Okay, so he revived his plumbing farm, and he's also a milk farmer at home. He comes from Machakos County, from Tala, but he is currently operating from Nairobi. So he has a home in Nairobi and he has a home in Tala, Machakos County. Machakos County is actually not very far from Nairobi County. There are people who live in Machakos County and they go to work every morning in Nairobi. In fact, people who live at the border of Nairobi and Machakos, that is Joska. Joska is in Machakos County, Kamulu is in Nairobi County. And there is no difference because they just share a border. Okay, and those people just pay 100 shillings every morning and back in the evening via matatus, and they still access the Nairobi CBD. But he works and lives in Nairobi. That is where he is operating. He's a father of three, two daughters and one son. And yes, so the wife, to add salt to injury, wife left alone. So she did not carry the children. He was left with the burden of raising them. So he was telling me it felt like he was actually the one who felt widowed. He felt like he was widowed because somebody lives without emotional support, somebody lives without announcing, and the next thing they tell you, I have landed safe, and that is it. And I asked him, where did you marry from? He said that although it was an intercultural marriage, it was from another community, which I will not mention. It is not important because you cannot judge an entire community because of the behavior of one person. One person cannot let you judge an entire community. And therefore, he feels that it was still okay because all things work together for good. And that wife now, listen carefully, that wife should be God-fearing and should also be a devoted Christian. People who are devoted are likely to also be devoted in marriage. If you see somebody telling you they are a Christian or they are not so much into commitment, look at their lives. You see, your life is so much a summation of what you commit to. For instance, look at how you relate with friends and family. Do you have commitments? Do you have things that bring you together? Do you have accountability partners? Those are the things that count. Those are the things that matter. And that is what he is looking for. From the ages of 46 all the way to 55, those women stand a chance. And then he doesn't have a problem with women from different communities. So you could be watching this and you're from a different community. It will still be okay. And if you feel like marriage is something you would really want with somebody who is a businessman, somebody who is ready to reciprocate love, then well and good. Again, you should be willing to sit and welcome the issue of family because he believes that family should never be discarded. In that sense, he says he lives with a grandson, and the woman who is coming is also permitted to come with children. That will not be a problem to him. However, no discriminations, no discriminations whatsoever. And therefore, if you feel like you're that candidate, I'll be posting his contact on my Facebook page at Jenganjero, and I'll also post on the first comment of this video, hoping that Mr. Enos Wambua will get a good match. If you're there, you're single and you're searching, then that is okay. And don't forget that Mr. Wambua is also looking for somebody who is doing something with his life. If you are doing something, preferably women who are in career, the better. If you're having a career, it will work very well. Somebody who is within Nairobi, it will work better because you see, in the contemporary African world, it is women who get married and not the other way around. So it is the woman who relocates and not the man. So if you feel like you could be destined to get this candidate, I ask you to contact him directly and then he will be able to choose. I asked him to choose the best from the rest. So if you're there, you're single and searching, I'm wishing you well. I hope you get a good match even before the end of the year. Happy Easter holidays. And by the way, if you want to be posted just like Mr. Wambua, you can contact that number on our screen, 0712 997 660. If you're outside Kenya and you want the country code, it's +254 712 997 660. Until then, this is Jenga Njeru. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.